Hi, Molly. How are
I'm
you?
good. How are you?
I'm great. So, what made you team up for this project with Ragu?
Well, I was asked to be a part of their campaign, and since I am the mom of three, and I also play a mom on television, nutrition is very important to me, so it just seemed like a good match.
Well, on that topic, how do you manage it all, the career and the motherhood and the cooking? Do you do the cooking?
Yes, I do. My husband as well. We are the co-parents of our three children, and I cook and he cooks, and occasionally we all cook together. In fact, it's something that we really try to do with our 6-year-old because we have found that 6-year-olds tend to be a lot less suspicious of what they're eating if they
Uh-huh.
have a hand in the preparation of it. So that's something that we try to do, and then all eat together, of course, as a family.
How do you do that just in terms of time management? Do
Well,
you have any
there's
tips?
there's certain things that are pretty easy to make, and one of them is pasta sauce. And Ragu is launching their new old world style traditional pasta sauce, which has 2 servings of veggies in every half cup sauce, which is fantastic. Because if you have a 6-year-old like I have, she runs screaming from the room whenever she sees a vegetable. So knowing that those vegetables are already in the sauce to begin with really makes you relax a lot more. And then we kind of like layer things into it, and she's really like a part of the whole process. She boils the water, she stirs the sauce, and then we all eat together, and we really try to make it into like a real family experience.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And so, how is it going from being the teenage sensation to playing the parent of the teenage sensations? Is it sort of a more natural progression because you were this teen icon and now you're sort of playing the mother role?
Well, I would
Does-
feel pretty silly playing the teenage role at this point. It
Do you
seems
feel like you have
like
a deeper understanding,
I
or,
think
or
so. I mean, I think, it was definitely time to play a mom. I think, I'm playing the mom of teenagers on the show, and I'm not there yet in my own life, but it kind of gives me a little bit of a window in terms of, what I might be able to expect. And also makes me realize and think about how important this time is when my children are young, because you really have to start with that open communication, because things like teenage pregnancy and STDs and all that stuff, all that stuff I really do believe can be prevented to a large extent if you just communicate with your kids and if you know what's going on, and just not assume that because you're not talking about it doesn't mean that they're not doing it.
and do you have any favorite teen actors or pop stars that you would want your kids to look up to?
Let me see. Well, definitely Shailene Woodley, who plays my daughter in Secret Life of the American Teenager, is a lovely girl and a really amazing actress. And my daughter is obsessed with her. She calls her Shay Shay. And they actually have play dates together
Oh,
where Shailene will come and actually just hang out with my daughter because she's amazing, and she's a huge role model for my daughter and also other kids out there. She's really driven by her charity work, and she has a huge heart and really tries to do something good with the world. And so she's somebody that I really think that anyone can look up to.
do you let your daughter listen to people like Miley Cyrus and Lady Gaga at age 6? Do you think that they're role models?
I think Lady Gaga writes amazing pop songs, and I can't take that away from her. They're very, very catchy. Do I really want to explain to my daughter what a disco stick is? Not really. And that actually came up, and I sort of had to. She heard the song before I did, and and here she is, 5 years old, and I was like,
Right.
a disco stick is something that you go like that at a disco. It's what are you going to say? But,
Right.
I have to say she's really talented. And Miley Cyrus, I don't know her, but from what I understand, she's a really lovely girl and, very talented. So I think, it's fine to look up to her.
And what about you? Do you have any famous best girlfriends that you share gossip and recipes with these days that
Most of
also
my
have
friends,
family?
I think, are friends that I've had for years and years and years, and most of them are not in the public eye because, I just naturally have gravitated towards people who are not in the same business that I'm in because I like to sort of have a break. I keep
Uh,
my work and my private life pretty separate. So there's not that many famous people, I think, that I hang out with. Not that I have anything against famous people. I just really like to stick to my close circle of friends.
Do you have a preference between television, movies, or Broadway?
I really like all three. You know, if I'm doing a really long Broadway run, all I can think about is doing a television show because it's a lot easier. I love films. I kind of, you know, became famous doing films, and I still love filmmaking. I also really love writing. You know, my first book, Getting the Pretty Back, is in stores right now, and it was really gratifying to write an entire book by myself.
I know you're married, but if you had to pick, who would be your celebrity crush?
My celebrity crush, probably Javier Bardem.
Oh my God, so many people say him.
He's so cute. How can you not? Oh, my husband's going to kill me.
No, Penelope Cruz is going to kill you. No. So this might be a tough question, but do you just have a favorite role that you've ever played, or two that stick out in your mind?
Well, I really loved the first movie that I did with Paul Mazursky and John Cassavetes called The Tempest, because that was my first movie, and it was filmed in Greece and Rome, and you know, it was a wonderful experience. And other than that, I think all the John Hughes movies that I did, I really am very fond of all three of those movies.
And what's next for Molly Ringwald?
Well, I am working on the 3rd season of Secret Life of the American Teenager, and I am writing my second book.
Oh, great. Any insight into the second book?
Right now, it's fiction. We'll see if that sticks, but you know, it won't be out for probably a year or so. It takes a while to write a book.
Oh, yeah. Well, great. Thank you so much for talking to Betty Confidential.
Thank you.
And have a great day, and good luck.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.